Well, these two news conferences come on the day that Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett is talking about his first 100 days in office, what he's seen and he wants to see happen in the city and for its people moving forward. Mayor Hogsett here with us now. Good to see you. Thanks for being here with us.
Appreciate it.
A couple of questions from viewers and our social media followers to tell you about, but first, let's get right into it. It's been 100 days. I want your perspective on what you've seen as the biggest issue facing the city right now, the biggest thing that you see needs to happen.
Well, there's no question that public safety is on everyone's mind, making our neighborhoods safe again, reducing the level of gun-related violence that the city has experienced for 3 or 4 years. That's been the top priority from the very first day. First day in office, we convened a meeting of local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. So Chief Riggs and his 100-day plan is now in full swing, and we hope to start moving the dial very, very shortly.
You know, you mentioned the public safety measure and the reorganization. The City County Council will take that up this evening with a vote on moving your reorganization plan forward. If they pass certain parts of it, what is the one part of that plan that you think needs to go through?
I don't think there's any question that making the police chief and the fire chief a direct report to the mayor and eliminating the public safety director and all the bureaucracy that surrounded that agency is a very important step forward. It reduces the size of the bureaucracy, it saves money for the taxpayers, and ultimately it makes me accountable. The buck stops on the office of the mayor's desk. And in light of the fact that I'm a former federal prosecutor, I'm comfortable with that obligation.
You think it'll streamline the department then?
I think it'll streamline the department. I think it will make lines of reporting a lot clearer and hopefully make the provision and the delivery of public safety much more efficient for all of Indianapolis.
Let's get back to the news conferences that we've seen today from Marion County Prosecutor Terry Curry and from IMPD Chief Trey Riggs. We're talking about, we got the news that those surveillance videos will not be released ahead of time. What do you think that says about the transparency? Is the department being transparent enough when it comes to the most recent police shooting that left one person dead at a McDonald's earlier this month and other recent police shootings that have put people in the hospital? Is the transparency there?
Yeah, this is a difficult situation. Anytime a police officer is involved in the use of force, particularly when it ends up in the loss of life. And that is why, for purposes of the public's understanding, we need to be as open and transparent as possible. Now, I respect Prosecutor Curry's obligation as well to review that video as evidence, which it is right now. It's evidence. Perhaps present it to the grand jury to see whether additional criminal charges may be appropriate. But the point that I think Prosecutor Curry was making and that Chief Riggs emphasized was once that review has been completed, if no criminal prosecutions in addition are ensuing, then there's no reason to do anything other than release the video for all the public to see. Hopefully that can be done sooner rather than later.
All right. First 100 days, Mayor Hogsett, biggest surprise you've seen?
Oh, the pace of the job is overwhelming, and I try not to complain about it because the last time I checked, the injuries are self-induced. I mean, no one forced me to run for mayor, but the pace is overwhelming.
Right.
The challenges that the city faces, not only in the area of public safety, our long-term fiscal health and well-being, the level of poverty that continues to plague many neighborhoods in our city. These are systemic challenges that we're not going to be able to wave a magic wand and change overnight, but we can begin to plant those acorns, and hopefully over time we'll see real progress.
Mayor, 20 seconds left. The question from our viewers and social media followers, a big one that kept coming up, the plan to pave roads, the plan to smooth out the ride.
Well, I think that an investment in infrastructure is not only ever present, it's long overdue, and we plan on prioritizing it over the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay. Mayor Joe Hogsett here with us in studio today, talking about the first 100 days. Good to see you. Thank you very much.